Into this one, fifth in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Falcons and the Lions, and it's all up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Hurts. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You talk about this Lions defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Pollard gets it off the option. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Rolling to his right. Gets by him at the 25. Gets past one man. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, They avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. Pushes past him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Williams being motioned left. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Gets around him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Off play action. Richardson. That is incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Richardson working from the gun. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Gibbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
Touchdown! Sam Laporta. Good touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
7-7, our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. This now a 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Falcons! Zay Jones, 65 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Right after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Second down, here's Richardson. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
But first down, Hurts being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Pollard going to try the right side. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aiden Hutchinson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Lions on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Staying on his feet. They'll roll him out right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Richardson. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Richardson on the bootleg here. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys will be able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run with Gibbs. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now 3rd down and very long. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
Yeah, but shed no tears for them, okay? So they come up empty on one, but as you noted, they put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
Oh, good move. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. It's complete to Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. A short throw to Musgrave. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. go is a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Falcons now are going to go on offense late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. Complete, it's Dodson. And he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they trail the visiting LA Rams as that one's gone to the intermission. Justin Fields with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Elijah Mitchell, a touchdown run in the victory. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead they'll run up the middle here. And this will wind up the Lions first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Richardson to the air on first down. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Richardson to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Isaiah Foskey with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It fights him off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Running right, it's Pollard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On first down, Richardson. And he rifles one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Shoves him aside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go play action with Richardson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. First and 10, it's Richardson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Richardson working from the gun. That's to the tight end, Laporta. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
And Richardson yet again. And he's got it. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Luke Musgrave from 3 yards out. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Richardson looking to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hand off down to Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go again with Gibbs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Richardson. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Hurts. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Hurts.
2nd and 3.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Throwing is Hurts. Swinging this out for Pollard. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Second down. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Hurts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now, during that run, an injury here, you've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Richardson on 3rd and short. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by a field goal, 1:40 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. He's back to throw. Complete. Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Detroit, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.